everyone, good morning. Ang oras ko ngayon dito ay 8:22 in the morning of September 24. Meron tayo dito i-share na post ni Harry Roque ngayon lang. Bago natin pag-usapan si Senator Marcoleta ulit. Ayan no, 10 minutes ago lang. Updates from The Hague, public redacted version of order inviting observation pursuant to Rule 11.9 3 of the Rules of Procedure and Evidence and Regulation 51 of the Regulations of the Court, September 24, summary highlight. The International Criminal Court has made public on 23 September 2025 a redacted order concerning the request for interim release of former President Rodrigo Duterte, disclosing the court's suit observation from the Kingdom of the Netherlands as a host state and another state by 02 July 2025. The ICC invited the states to submit their relevant observation on whether they could accommodate PRRD in force condition of his release and facilitate PRRD travel for proceeding. And so yun po yung kay Harry Roque Shinare. Ayan, meron dito mga comment. Sabi dito, Attorney Harry Roque, please give us update regarding the illegal visit of the Philippine Embassy in the Netherlands. Is this allowed without consent of the family and the Defense Council? Kasi meron ngayon guys nag-circulate na mga tawag dito, nag-circulate na statement ng BP Sara dito 5 hours ago ito. So, statement, September 24, 2025. Sabi ni BP Sara, I have received disturbing information from Malacanang that a report about former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte was submitted to the President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. by the Philippine Embassy in The Hague. The officials entered the detention unit under the false pretense of conducting a welfare check and interviewed PRRD. The said officials clearly abused the rule of the detention unit concerning consular visit. Since the month of March, there has always been at least a family member or two that visit former President Duterte almost every day, precisely to guarantee his well-being and human treatment. The permission given by the ICC in allowing the agents of the very government that abducted PRRD to include upon him without seeking permission from the family members who are in The Hague places his life and safety in imminent danger. If such sham welfare check are allowed to continue, then the ICC and the Philippine government must be prepared to answer fully and directly for any harm that comes to former President Duterte, including should the worst happen, his death in his custody as a direct result of these instructions, the false pretense of conducting a welfare check. These are nothing but orders of President Marcos disguised consular functions, and we strongly object to such visit. PRRD does not need you. Our family will taking care of him. President Marcos should know that we have several overseas Filipino around the world detained, distressed, abandoned, or neglected, who have not had the benefit of single welfare check from the Philippine government. They need you, but you have failed them. We Filipinos deserve better. Zara Z. Duterte, Vice President. So galing po ito sa Office of the Vice President at nakakalungkot itong alarming news na nagsa-circulate ngayon sa internet. Sana maagapan yon bago pa may mangyari ang lahat. So guys, yan po ang latest ngayon na nagsa-circulate sa internet. At again, as we speak a while ago na ang nangyayari ngayon sa gobyerno ni Marcos ay pabaliko kasi yung mga yung hearing kahapon, ano yon, nakakadismaya yon sa mga mamamayang Filipino na ang mga senador na iniluklok ninyo dahil hindi talaga ako bumoto dyan kay Raffy Tulfo, kay Erwin Tulfo, kay Lacson, kay Soto, hindi ko yan mga binoto, ay sila yung mga law breaker. Sila yung bumabali sa batas. At kahiya-hiya dahil si Erwin Tulfo, wala pa mang uh, hindi pa man nakalipas ng isang oras pagkatapos ng kanilang, wala pa, hindi pa natatapos yung hearing nila. Agad kinapture ng mga uh, netizen ang kanyang mga mabibigat na binitawan na pwede pala baliin ang batas. At, this is dangerous to our young generations. Kasi once na marinig nila sa isang mambabatas na nagsasuggest na pwedeng baliin ang batas, ay sino pa o ano pa ang mangyayari sa ating bansa? Susunod pa kaya ang ating mga Gen Z na sila mismo ang makakarinig directly from the mouth of our lawmakers that law can be bent o can be bent? Oh my. So, I still give my best salute to Senator Marcoleta kasi sabi nga niya kahit mag-isa na lang siyang lumaban para lang, para itama yung mga mali ng kanyang kapwa senador, he will do it. He will do it wholeheartedly. Kahit wala na siyang kakampi. Dahil minsan na niya itong ginawa when BP Sara was been harassed sa Tuwadcom. No? Nanindigan talaga si Senator Marcoleta na ipaglaban kung ano ang tama na ang sabi nga niya na sa COA na ito, may independent body para mag-investigate dito sa confidential fund. So hindi niya hinayaan na mangibabaw ang budhi nitong mga taga-Tuwadcom noong time na naghihiring sila sa budget ng OBP. So, let me check kung meron tayo dito latest na makukuha, no? Kasi kanina, nakita ko ang interview ni Senator Marcoleta with Katunying. Talagang sabi nga niya natulog siya ng maayos kasi nga nailabas niya, naipaglaban niya yung dapat na ipaglaban para sa katotohanan. Kasi laging ini-insist sa kanya na pinagtatanggol niya si mga Diskaya, which is very, napakababaw na reason para ibato sa kanya yung dahilan na ipinagtatanggol niya ang mga Diskaya. Wala siyang ipinagtatanggol para sa amin, para sa aming mga OFW. He was been fair, he was been consistent, na hindi pwedeng, hindi na i-considered na mag-state witness ang isang contractor na hindi pa nagsasauli. Dahil again, kahit hindi kami nag-aral sa batas, naiintindihan namin na walang magsasauli na mga nangurap kung wala pang given amount na dapat nilang isauli. Dahil nga, ongoing pa yung investigation. Hindi pa natin alam kung magkano ang kanilang dapat isauli at kung ano pa yung kanilang pananagutan. So, we will always be supporting Marcoleta as our best senator. At sana, Senator Marcoleta, we pray always that you will not be shaken, that you will not be shaken by this mga kalaban sa katotohanan. I know na you are enlightened by God. You were been placed on that position dahil alam ko na ipaglalaban mo ang dapat ipaglaban, lalo na kami mga mamamayang maliliit. Umaasa kami sa iyo, Senator Marcoleta, na kaya mo yan, hindi mo susukuan itong laban. Maraming salamat. Mamaya na tayo muli mag-continue kasi may trabaho ako ngayon. Kailangan ko mag-prepare dahil maaga kami ngayon aalis dahil may doctor appointment yung asawa ko. Thank you very much. See you again later sa ating part 2. Bye.